As we're halfway through the NBA playoffs, Golden State is virtually unbeatable with Stephen Curry coming back from injury. We all know the winner of the Western Conference between the Warriors and Rockets will win the 2017-18 NBA championship, destroying whoever comes out of the East, whether it's Cleveland or Philly. How's it going, guys? My name is Wilson. Only 3 times in the last recent decades has a conference semifinals matchup between two heavy contenders determined the champion. When the postseason format was different back then, while in 2006, 260-win teams in San Antonio and Dallas played in the second round as the 1st and 4th seed because seedings were also considered by conference champions. Here are 3 semifinal series in the same exact season that were more intriguing than the actual NBA Finals. Most recent, 2007 Spurs Suns. The winner of the series was destined to become the 2007 NBA champion as the first place Mavs were knocked out in the first round by Golden State, while the young Jazz team ended up making the conference finals. With no team out of the Eastern Conference considered a real threat to contend, everything was on the line for this matchup, as the Suns, led by 2-time MVP Steve Nash, had home court advantage, winning 61 games, while San Antonio was the 3rd seed, going 58-24. Right off the bat, both former MVPs in Duncan and Nash came out to play, as Phoenix had no answers for the big fundamental, who led Game 1 with 33 points, 16 boards, and 3 block shots. A turning point of the game happened with under 3 minutes left, when Parker collided with Nash, leaving Steve with a bloody nose, forcing him to miss some of crunch time, with San Antonio escaping to a 111-106 Game 1 win. Of course, Phoenix bounced back in Game 2, blowing out the Spurs 101-81, while Game 3 would be one of the most controversial games in playoff history, with many of the calls favoring San Antonio. Amari only played 20 minutes due to foul trouble, while Duncan led the way with 33 points, 19 rebounds, and 3 blocks, leading to a 108-101 Spurs victory. Game 4 was a must-win for Phoenix. With all the pressure on the Suns, things didn't look good at first, as San Antonio led by 11 in the 3rd. The 1-2 punch of Nash and Stoudemire led a 4th quarter comeback, outscoring San Antonio 32-18. After Nash found Stoudemire for the lay-in moments later with 20 seconds left, it seemed like the Suns were in good shape, tying the series going back home. But Robert Horry committed a hard foul on Nash, sending him flying to the scores table. That moment became costly for Phoenix, as both Boris Diaw and Amari Stoudemire left the bench and was forced to be suspended for a pivotal Game 5. Horry would be suspended for the next 2 games. The short-handed Suns played excellent defense in Game 5, leading the Spurs 24-13 at the end of 1. San Antonio came back in the 4th with Manu Ginobili scoring 15 of his 26 points in the final period. Tied at 81, Bruce Bowen nailed the dagger 3, biggest shot of that series. Phoenix was just out of gas afterwards, giving San Antonio a commanding 3-2 lead. With Stoudemire and Diaw back for Game 6, San Antonio had a 2-point lead at the half, but erupted in the 3rd period, leading by as many as 20. Before Phoenix tried to rally back, Stat exploded for 38 points, while it was too late, as San Antonio won the series 4-2, pretty much guaranteeing them the title, beating Utah in 5 and sweeping the Cavs in the finals. Lots of questions will never be answered. What if Amari and Boris were never suspended for Game 5? Phoenix probably would have won the series, and perhaps knock off San Antonio in 7, as we'll never know. One thing we do know, it was 100% certain the winner of that Spurs Suns series were gonna win the 2007 NBA championship. 2003, Lakers Spurs. The battle between Kobe and Shaq's Lakers against Duncan Spurs were epic in the 2000s. With the last 4 championships won either by one of these 2 teams, the winner of this series was almost certain to be crowned champion. The 3-time defending champs knocked off the Spurs for 2 straight seasons as San Antonio looked to seek revenge. The first place Spurs were led by MVP Tim Duncan, winning 60 games, while the Lakers gotten off to a slow start, going 11-19 before putting everything together, finishing with 50 wins. With the Spurs knocking off the 8th-seeded Suns in the competitive 6-game series, the 5th-seeded Lakers were forced to play the Timberwolves in the first round, also winning the series in 6. Game 1 was tight throughout, Lakers down 3. Kobe had a chance to tie, misfired on the triple, with the Spurs escaping to an 87-82 victory. San Antonio took a 2-0 series lead, blowing out the Lakers 114-95 in Game 2. LA got back in the series, winning Game 3 110-95, led by Kobe Bryant's 39 points. San Antonio responded strongly in Game 4, led by as many as 16, looking to take a commanding 3-1 series lead, but the dynamic duo of Shaq and Kobe answered every challenge, keeping the championship hopes alive and well, outscoring San Antonio 32-21 in the 3rd, tying the game at 61 heading to the 4th. The Laker duo scored a combined 64 points, leading to a 99-95 victory. Game 5 turned out to be the deciding factor of the series, with San Antonio once again coming out on fire, dominating the first 3 quarters, taking an 80-64 lead heading to the 4th. With the Lakers back against the wall, Kobe Bryant was not going to go down without a fight. Determined and eager, Kobe went nuts in the 4th quarter, taking control of the game, finishing with 36, 7, and 6. With just seconds left, the Spurs were clinging to a 96-94 lead, never trailed at any point in the game. Their worst nightmare was Kobe Bryant. While played by Bruce Bowen, Kobe found the open Robert Horry, rimming in and out on the 3 as David Robinson secured the rebound on the last possession before time ran out. That shot was so close to going in. Horry, who was known for hitting big shots, couldn't believe it, as the Spurs survived by the skin of their teeth, holding their breath in relief, taking a 3-2 series lead. That shot was basically the outcome of the series, as San Antonio went on the road, crushing the Lakers in Game 6, 110-82, snapping the Lakers' incredible three-peat run with a dominating performance. That series featured 3 of the best players at the time, all arguably in the top 10 for greatest ever, no question about that. With Duncan putting up 28, 12, and 5, Kobe averaged right around 32, 5, and 4, while Shaq put up over 25 and 14. San Antonio went on to beat Dallas in the conference finals. A turning moment happened in Game 3, where Dirk Nowitzki went down with a sprained knee in the 4th quarter, forcing him to miss the rest of the series. It's impossible to determine the results. If Dirk wasn't injured, maybe Dallas would have won, but in the case whereas if the Lakers played the Mavs and Dirk went down, there would be no doubt the Lakers would have won. While San Antonio defeated the Nets in the NBA Finals, the team that was swept by the Lakers the year before. Man, it would have been incredible if the Lakers four-peated, something that hasn't been done since the 60s Celtics. 1992 Knicks Bulls. One of the most iconic rivalries in NBA history, many Knicks fans still despise Michael Jordan to this day due to his greatness, annihilating the Knicks every year they met in the postseason. Chicago won a league best 67 games, while New York lost the division tiebreaker to Boston, winning 51 games. The Knicks had to settle for the 4th seed and were confident in beating the Bulls, sending Jordan a message in Game 1, led by Patrick Ewing's 34 points, 16 rebound, and 6 block shots, hitting the clutch jumper with 33 seconds left to give New York a 2-point lead, winning 94-89. The first 5 games were all decided by single digits, with neither team reaching 100. While New York made things interesting, cutting it to 1 with just over 2 minutes left, but a couple of late clutch jumpers by B.J. Armstrong propelled the Bulls to victory, followed by a late Jordan steal to seal it. At the Garden, Jordan helped the Bulls take Game 3, scoring a game-high 32 points in a 94-86 win. While New York had plenty of fight left in them, winning 93-86, led by Xavier McDaniel's 24 points in Game 4. The greatness of MJ wouldn't let his team lose consecutive games, dominating a physical Game 5 with a 37-point effort, closing the game down the stretch with a 96-88 victory. The very next game, the Knicks put on a defensive clinic, refusing to go out at home, held Jordan to only 21 points on 9 of 25 shooting, while McDaniel and Ewing led the way, scoring 24 and 27 points respectively in the 100-86 win, forcing the series to go the distance. Michael Jordan would take matters into his own hands and was not going to be denied in Game 7. Considered as one of the most physical series in NBA history, Jordan and McDaniel got into it with the trash talk. Of course, MJ got the last laugh, saving his best for last. Another reason why many consider him the GOAT, MJ gave the Knicks no hope, answering right from the start, approaching the game like a heavyweight boxer, seeking a first-round knockout, scoring 18 of his 42 points in the first quarter, setting the tone for the rest of the game. The game plan for the Bulls was simple: get the ball to Jordan and get the heck out the way, making jumpers, spinning left and right on driving moves like a ballet dancer, and making the Knicks head spin. The Knicks, however, hung around and was only down 5 at the half, but MJ took it to another level in the second half, with Chicago outscoring New York 52-30, leading to a 110-81 victory. The series gave Jordan and the Bulls a lot of hunger as a wake-up call on what lied ahead, as the Knicks made the Bulls feel the pressure. Chicago went on to knock off the Cavs and Blazers the following 2 series in 6 games. If it wasn't for the greatness of number 23, 92 would have been the best opportunity for New York to win a title, as they were clearly more talented and deeper than both the Cavs and Blazers. With a prime Ewing alongside Mark Jackson, Xavier McDaniel, Gerald Wilkins, Charles Oakley, John Starks, and Anthony Mason, there was no doubt the Knicks would have won a title if Michael Jordan wasn't standing in their way in '92. Once again, Knicks Bulls in 1992, Lakers Spurs in 2003, and Spurs Suns in 2007 were classic semifinal matchups that were more interesting and intriguing to watch than the NBA Finals, which the winner of those series were clearly going to win the championship that same year. Thank you so much for watching this video. I talk NBA comparisons, amazing storylines, NBA history, and anything basketball that will interest you. If you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to my channel. More great stuff coming soon. See you next time.